Another journal video in the same theme as the Paris one I uploaded a few minutes ago. This is for a very dear friend of mine, and I've made her a gratitude journal. Not because I think she needs one. I don't think you need one, Zan. But I think that she would appreciate it. I think she would use it. It's not the kind of journal that you would carry around with you. Frankly, it wouldn't stand up to being in and out of a bag or whatever. It's kind of a nightstand or, next to the chair kind of thing. And the concept behind a gratitude journal is that when you think of it, you write it out. Whether it's a list or whether it's one thing or whether it's a picture or a stub from a really amazing day, or a napkin from the Indian place before you go to the baton club with your girlfriends, whatever it is, the things in your life you're grateful for, make a note somehow with a photo, with a memento, or physically write it down. And that makes us better people, more spiritual people, that kind of thing. And I think that Zan, the girlfriend that I've made this for, I think she will appreciate that. So I've covered the front with burlap. I just have the biggest crush on burlap this year. It's a Seven Gypsies O-ring album. I painted the cover with an antique yellow just to give it some color, but I didn't want to cover it in fabric, mostly because it came pre-punched, and it was real hard to try to replicate the punch. My punch has 6 instead of 5. I don't know. So I painted it, and then I covered this. I wrapped it with the burlap, and then I put some felt on the inside. This dress form came from a dress form tag swap. Actually, to whomever made it, if you notice, it was longer and had, the stand, but that didn't fit on my cover. So I cut it down, and I distressed up some gorgeous ribbon to make for the bottom, but I replaced the original stick pin and flowers. It also originally had a big green flower here, but I replaced it with a blue. I did not use a particular paper line for this. Everything was from my stash, but I've tried to focus on blues and greens to try to tie it all together, but it's not real matchy-matchy. The album did come with a handful of stickers and paper that I did not use in here from the Closeout Girl. If you haven't checked her out on Etsy, she's got all kinds of amazing goodies, the best deals on stuff, and when you're looking for, if you're low on bling, if you're low on ribbon, whatever, check out the Closeout Girl. I'll put her link down here. So this is the gratitude journal that I've made for Zan. A little bit of seam binding trim up here. This is from your paper bag lady on Etsy. Get her sampler pack. If you like trim, get her sampler pack. It's something like $5 for 15 generous yards of amazing trim. That came from her, and this came from her. This one actually came from a set called Fibers from the Paper Studio. I Am Rose's flower that I glimmer misted a bit there. Okay. And then inside I stamped this in Ink-a-Dink-a-Doo that says gratitude is an action word, which I thought really embodied the concept of a gratitude journal. Here's a clock acetate sheet. Somebody can tell me. I think this is Bo Bunny. I could be wrong. So Zan, you could stick a picture on here. You could put a Post-it note on here. You don't have to do anything to it. You can just leave it alone, whatever. So that's the concept of that. Then the kit had a whole bunch of rub-ons, and I put a bunch of them on. I'm going to read it because I don't think the camera's going to pick them up. It says, believe in miracles because anything can happen. I like the size of this journal too. I think it's about 5 by 4, 5 by 7, 5 by 7. It's a good size. Some of the pages are blank for writing notes, for adding photos, putting ticket stubs. This is the Tim Holtz die. It says beautiful. It's got a bird on it. I tried to bring a lot of nature kind of elements and birds into here. For notes, for photos, for journals, a nice sheet here. This big, beautiful satin ribbon came also from the Paper Bag Lady. I'm about out, which is kind of sad, but I think every bit of it that I've used as a pocket in a mini. I hot glue it together, which isn't probably the right way to do it, but it works, and it's kind of quick. So some great tags. These came in a swap to me. One says remember this, one says connect. I think that's really the essence of a gratitude journal. I layered this beautiful satin ribbon with some burlap, my new favorite crush, a piece of lace, seam binding, and then this gorgeous trim. And I think all 4 of the trim, excluding the burlap, I think all of those came from the Paper Bag Lady. Some more sheets, some blank one, a tag I just stuck in here, a ticket kind of thing. This was what made me think to use this kit for you, Zan, because I've heard you say this. Her children arise up and call her blessed, and I just really liked that. So that's a perfect place for a picture. You know who. It says, forgive quickly, life is too short. I liked these. I added a couple of these. These are My Mind's Eye journaling tags. The list here. So many of us are list makers. This is a tag that came from K & Company, and then I adhered something. I cut this out with my Cricut and just distressed it up. I like the look of it. I like the feel. Gave it some dimension. This is a pocket that I made. I added a top note die from Nestabilities. This cutout came from a swap sometime. It says Peace Begins with a Smile. That's a rubber stamp set that I have. Then I added some of these chipboard pieces from Prima. I'm pretty sure it's Prima. And then in here are just some really, really nice tags. All kinds of places to make a note of things. And then I made 2 of these fold-out pages. This one happens to be lined, and it has on the bottom a happiness meter, which I thought was super cute. Little tag, this is from Webster's Pages. Love me some Webster's Pages. It says special, and then this is really sweet with the dragonflies. Kind of coordinated with the feel I had here. And then this is a quote from the collection, the little kit that the book came with. It says, I live for those who love me, for those who know me true. I thought that was cute. And it came in a long strip, but I cut it up, and I liked the hodgepodge feel of that. I think that's kind of how these journals look best. I did leave a couple pieces blank, but not many. Another My Mind's Eye piece. I put this one on the corner. It says, an ordinary life becomes great when remembered well. Another one that I cut up, it says, when I count my blessings, I count you twice. This one I made, either made a library pocket, or I think it's an envelope that I snipped the top off too. A couple of pretty tags in there. And then this beautiful image. This came from a tag kit swap I was a part of, and I never did get around to assembling all the kits, so I just broke up the pieces and put them into my stash. And that's just a beautiful image. Love that. Love, love that. Stampin' Up! Paper. I made a pocket out of this. Oh, and it's going to need a tag. I'll make sure there's a tag in here before I give it to her. She used a half circle to cut a thumb hole out there. Little key ticket. Room to write a note on the back. It says, hold tenderly that which you cherish. A little sticker from the quotes. Another fold-out page. This is another one of those images from the bird tag kits that I never got around to. Graphic 45 paper. I liked the lines on this. I thought this would be great for writing on. Or photos. It would be great to hold photos or ticket stubs or itineraries. Rules for happiness. Something to do, someone to love, something to hope for. I thought that was pretty. That's another rub-on. I used to avoid rub-ons. I don't know about you guys, but they're really good lately. It used to be that you would get all kinds of, pieces and whatever. It's almost like the reverse side, the side that touches the paper, is almost a sticker. Give the Seven Gypsies rub-ons a try. Another gorgeous little sheet from Webster's Pages. Isn't that sweet? Clothes on the line. She's got one daughter, so I thought those little dresses were cute for her. She's a Texan, the recipient of this gift. So if you can see that on the back side here is a cowboy hat and a little collage-y kind of thing. Super cute. Webster's Pages, they don't put anything out that's not gorgeous. Be strong, go with your heart. Wish I'd had one that said drama-free. And then this is a beautiful card. I believe this was the very last one. I've been hoarding them for so long. Found these at TJ Maxx. It's the greatest place for my ephemera, really. And it's a fold-out. Room for a photo, write a note, whatever. Anyone and everyone can be loved. There's another one of the rub-ons. Here I put a paper clip. And I don't remember where those came from. I'm sorry. They came with a set of 3 or 4. But they're really great. And then these are strips of newsprint with birds and butterflies. The Conservatory paper line by Prima. This just says, look here. So plenty of room for photos if you wanted to write a story, if you wanted to be more verbose than just, you know, a little note or two, you've got room for that. Or if you just want to fill it up with pictures and lists and ticket stubs and what have you, you can do it that way too. So Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching.